There's a few oddballs out there who have some trouble with certain verses. The biggest issue being, in John 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not made anything that was made. Coupled with later in the chapter, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld His glory. The glory is the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. The bigger problem I've noticed happens to be with people who can't seem to come to grips with what Paul wrote. And I'll get into this matter later. But Paul wrote in Hebrews 1, where he writes, "Again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world," he, of course, meaning God, "he saith, and let all the angels of God worship him. And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire. But unto the Son he saith, Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is a scepter of thy kingdom. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. Therefore God, even thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows." If you break down this phrase correctly, God the Father is explicitly calling both himself and God the Son God. And this is plain as day. And some people don't seem to get it. There seems to be this guy up in his hidey hole in Maine who keeps going on about how, he can't seem to grasp this. Now, I mentioned that I explicitly attribute Hebrews to Paul, which is the traditional understanding. We know the writing was done. We know it came from Paul's circle, at least. Timothy was involved. Some people suspect Luke might have involved. He ran in the same circles. I believe that the original opening was somehow lost through time, but this is what we have, and I do believe that ultimately it comes from Paul's hand.